Also, a lot of you tend to tweet at me after I do stories about companies launching thousands of satellites into space. You tweet at me, isn't that going to create the sort of sphere of junk around planet Earth that is often a joke in sci-fi? Well, NASA is apparently objecting to a new mega-constellation of satellites because it says this particular cloud has an unusually high risk of causing orbital collisions. Quoting Ars Technica, NASA has formally commented on a request by a U.S. company to build a mega-constellation of satellites at an altitude of 720 kilometers above the Earth's surface, citing concerns about collisions. This appears to be the first time that NASA has publicly commented on such an application for market access, which is pending before the Federal Communications Commission. At issue are plans put forth by AST and Science, which intends to build a constellation of more than 240 large satellites, essentially deploying cell towers in space to provide 4G and possibly 5G broadband connections directly to cell phones on Earth. The company, based in Midland, Texas, calls its constellation Space Mobile and has raised an estimated $120 million. The space agency felt compelled to comment on AST's proposal for several reasons. Most notably, the proposed altitude for the Space Mobile constellation lies near the A-Train, a group of 10 Earth science monitoring satellites operated by NASA and the U.S. Geological Survey, as well as partners in France and Japan. Quote, historical experience with the A-Train constellation has shown that this particular region of space tends to produce a large number of conjunctions between space objects, the NASA letter states. These satellites are also very large. In order to provide service, AST plans to build spacecraft with large phased array antenna, 900 square meters. According to NASA, in planning for potential conjunctions with other satellites and debris in this orbit, this would require prescribing a hard body radius of 30 meters or as much as 10 times larger than other satellites. Maneuvering around the proposed Space Mobile constellation would be extraordinarily taxing, NASA said. Quote, for the completed constellation of 243 satellites, one can expect 1,500 mitigation actions per year and perhaps 15,000 planning activities, the space agency stated. This would equate to 4 maneuvers and 40 active planning activities on any given day, end quote. Finally, the space agency is concerned because AST has never built a satellite remotely close in size to the 1-ton or larger vehicles that will populate its constellation. Given this lack of experience, it is expected that 10% or more of the satellites may fail, making them unable to maneuver or avoid collisions. NASA found the risk of a catastrophic collision to be, quote, unacceptably high, end quote. NASA submitted its comments on October 30th, and the comment period closed Monday. Most of the other comments on the AST application were supportive. In response to a query from Ars about NASA's submission, AST said it would work with NASA to ameliorate its concerns, end quote.